So welcome back, peeps. It's 2026. I know I've been absent the whole of 2025, but that's just life. And yeah, but we're here today. We're back. How consistent? I don't know. We'll find out. Just going with the flow. But yeah, today's video, we're doing a review on my 2004 Audi TT 180 Quattro, finished in Kingfisher Blue. It's actually a factory added option. Quite a rare color as well also. But yeah, we're going to be going through basically the ins and outs of owning this Audi TT for the last year. The good, the bad, the ugly, my likes, my dislikes. Go through whether it's a good idea to purchase one of these in 2026, given with all the legislations and car prices and fuel and parts and stuff like that. So I'm going to give you my first-hand experience of running a 180 Quattro Audi TT. We'll start off with cost. So last November 2024, I picked this Audi TT up for about £1,500. I think I paid for it, which I know what people are going to say, why didn't you get a 225? Now, my reasons to why I didn't get a 225 is because at that time I was looking for a 225, but the problem that I was having, they were high mileage, like 180,000 miles, full of rust, and then people want like 3-4 grand for them. Like, not being funny, I'm not going to pay 3-4 grand for a car that's probably not even going to last 10-15,000 miles. It doesn't make no sense. Like it's stupid high mileage. There's no point in me doing that. So funny enough, when I was looking for the 225, this popped up, and like I said, 180 brake, Audi TT Quattro, finished in nice Kingfisher Blue. It's a nice color, and the mileage was 92,000. Just had cam belt done, just had water pump done, 4 brand new tires, new drop links on it, part service history, not full service history, only 2 previous owners. The last owner being an elderly lady in her 50s. She's had the car since it was I think it was like 5 or 6 years old. So it'd been looked after, and I thought, you know what, why not? Especially like after going over the condition of it. Like, don't get me wrong, the body work is not perfect, because we do have to take into account this is a 22-year-old car. Yeah, this was made in 2004. We're now in 2026, so I wasn't expecting it to be perfect. But considering its age, it is very good condition. Like, don't get me wrong, like now that we've got like certain little bubble rust spots starting to show up and all that, which, like I said, for a 22-year-old car, like, we expected, innit? Like, it's not gonna be a fresh car, innit? But what I was very surprised with was the interior. When I mean, this interior is A1. Like, I'd say I've probably put more wear on this interior in 1 year than anyone has in the 20-something odd years that it's been on road. Yeah. So, but yeah, I can't complain about the interior. The interior is lovely, full black leather interior, heated seats, Bose sound system. Like it's a nice interior. Like, whoever spec that's nice, because I can't lie, the one thing I didn't want is the half leathers or the creamy white interior. I like my interiors black, all black leather. I'm happy with that. So yeah, the cost weren't too bad. Tax, tax on this is a bit of a myth. So it's like, I think if you pay for it for the year, it's £430, or if you do it monthly, it's £37 something. Yeah, which basically is in the top bracket, the second to last bracket. Bearing in mind, it don't make no sense to me, because it's a 1.8 turbo. There's 3 litres out here paying the same tax as this. All right, yeah, it's down to emissions and blah, 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 blah. This is a Euro 4. But I can't see a 1.8 putting out as much emissions as a 3 litre. Even a newer 3 litre. I can't see it, innit? I can't see certain diesel cars being more economic, like, sorry, not economic, more healthier for the environment than this car. Like, it don't make no sense. But anyway, let's not get into that. It's a bit off topic. But yeah, it's about £430 for the year to tax this. Fuel, it's not bad. Do you know what? It's not bad. Like, considering, obviously, I was running a GTI Turbo, which is basically the same engine as this, but it was almost twice the power. I was running, well, it was an extra 100 brake, probably about another 100, I don't even know what the torque figures are for this TT, but that was like 340 pounds per foot torque. Like, that wasn't bad, yeah. But to step into a stock one, like, I'm averaging, I think the lowest I've seen it average is about 30 mpg, which is not bad. Like, don't get me wrong, if you've got a lead foot and you stick your foot to the floor, she's gonna drink, innit? Like, you're sitting in high revs and that, but like, if you drive it casually, like, yeah, you can get 30s all day long. If you want to drive it like you're driving Miss Daisy or Miss Doris, then even more. Like, sometimes you can see it in the 40s. But on a whole, like, fuel's not too bad. I think it's about a 55 litre tank. It is a split tank, so it does have two fuel pumps, because where it's 4-wheel drive, there's basically, you've basically got 2 tanks, and then it's like it lifts fuel from the other side, the other tank, into your main tank, and so forth. So I do find once I do get down to around about of a quarter of a tank, she does struggle to start a little bit. It takes a couple more cranks for it to start to get that fuel, but once it's started, she is fine. She is fine. Right, what I've had to replace. Right, so given being that this platform, the Audi TT, the Mk1 Audi TT, it shares it with the Mk4 Golf, the Mk4 Bora, Audi A3, S3, I think some parts from the Skodas as well, like the Octavias and that, and obviously the Seat Leon. Yeah, it's all the same platform. The only difference is obviously where it being a Quattro, it's going to be different to your front wheel drive models on the back, but the front is theoretically the same. You can swap stuff out from any of those models and it will fit this car. As in, so for argument's sake, with my GTI, on the front I've got Leon parts, I've got TT parts, and I've got Audi A3 parts. Yeah, so like, stuff is interchangeable. So everything's kind of cheap, like parts wise. Like, I haven't come across anything expensive. It's like, what, ball joints, I've had to do ball joints, 20 quid a side. I had to replace the drop links because the drop links that they put on the car were not a reputable brand. They were just cheap eBay ones, and yeah, within 6 months of me driving the car, they were knackered, so I had to replace those. But even still, they weren't bad. I think I paid like 15 quid a side for those. I've had to replace top mounts. Right, with the top mounts, I didn't go with the OEM bushes because I just find the whole VAG group, their bushes, they are too soft and they just wear too quickly. They wear out too quickly, especially if you're a spirited driver like myself. Like, you go down the back road, drop a few gears, have a bit of fun, you're gonna wear these bushes out too quickly. So I opted with the Powerflex polybush replacements. So yeah, she's got polybush top mounts. What else did I do? What else did I have to replace? The dog bone mount on the gearbox. So this is a support that on the underneath of the gearbox that goes to the subframe. That bush knackered, I replaced that with a polybush. What I will say, that kind of annoyed me because where the polybush is thicker and stronger, I noticed that where it's made it a lot stiffer, it kind of pushed my engine and gearbox forward a little bit, which caused my prop shaft to rub on the subframe. So prop shaft, for those of you who don't know, is basically the long drive shaft that runs back to the Haldex or the rear diff, depending on what car it is, to power the rear wheels. So that was rubbing on my subframe. What I also noticed is I replaced the full exhaust system because it was the exhaust system that was on there probably come out the factory with it, and it was rusted, it was blowing. So I thought, you know what, let me just replace the whole system with a new system. So new downpipe, new cats, and then a brand new cat back. And not only that, is with the 180 Quattros, how you can tell them between the 225s and the 180s. Obviously the 225s have the signature twin tips, so do the V6s and the QSs. The 180s and anything below, because I know they do a 150 brake horsepower front wheel drive model, they've got a single exit on one side of the diffuser. I hated that. I was just like, oh, it just looks ugly. So I basically bought a catback system for a 225, took it to a garage to make it fit. We'll come back to that. So yeah, when I found, once I've had that exhaust fitted, that was also like knocking on the subframe. Like on a cold start, you'd hear it rattling on the subframe, and certain revs, you would hear it rattling on the subframe. So that was a bit of a nightmare. So would I recommend going polybush on the dogbo mount? I don't know, innit? You might put it on and not have these issues in it. So I don't know, trial and error. But yeah, I've managed to. What didn't help as well is I did have a broken engine mount. Not broken, but a worn engine mount. I changed that, it got a bit better. Not perfect, not how it should be, better. The service parts are cheap for this. Like your plugs, your oils, air filters. Like I've done a full service on this about 4 months ago. I think all in all the bits cost me, I think it's about £90. Very, very minimal, but obviously if you are looking at buying one of these cars, like I said, they're getting older now. They're like 20-something-year-old cars, and depending on the condition of what you buy one, be expected to change parts. You're going to be expected to change parts. Let's talk about all the bits that I need to change. I'm gonna be honest, there's a few bits. So we'll go with the common issues. So the common issues with these TTs that I do have is, for one, the heated driver seat doesn't work. Well, it does work, but it's weak. The passenger seat, you could boil an egg on that shit, yeah? With the driver seat, it gets slightly warm. It just takes that cold, crisp chill off your bum when you get in the car in the mornings, yeah? Which is a joke thing, yeah? So that's one thing that's annoying me. But it's not the end of the world. Like, the amount of cars out there that don't have heated seats, like all the cars that I've had prior to this didn't have heated seats, so it's not a big issue to me. The clocks. So the rev counter, the miles per hour works fine, but the fuel and the temp gauge, oh my god. So it's like when I turn the ignition on, they jump up halfway. So on my gauges, so half a tank on my fuel gauge means that I'm empty. 3/4 of a tank means I got 1/4 of a tank, if you catch my drift. And then it's the same with the temperature. So when it's sat at 70 degrees, it's actually at 0. And then when it's at like 110, it's actually at 90, which it's annoying. But there are places where you can go and get these rectified. I found one place that's based up in Hemel. I think they charge £120 to do this, to do both of them. Don't quote me on that. I know it's 100 and something, but it's not too expensive, so that will be something I'll be looking into in the future. Forgot one thing, door lock. That's a common issue. My central locking on the passenger door, temperamental. Like, I have to do some weird crap where I have to unlock it on the fob, get in through the driver's side, hit the flipping lock button on the inside, pull the handle twice, and then it opens. And then when I shut, I have to lock it from the inside. It doesn't work on the fob. It is weird. These cars, they don't come with Bluetooth or anything, because obviously 2004, so it came with a CD disc changer. But since then, I have put a Bluetooth module on the back of the stereo that replaces the CD changer, so that I can have Bluetooth in the car, play my music. What other common issues? I've got a leak on the rocker cover, need to do that. The people that fitted my exhaust, telling you now, I could have welded better with my eyes closed, didn't it? Like, I didn't do it, I didn't fit the exhaust. The reason being because it's just, I didn't really have the time to do it. So I thought, do you know what? I've got a bit of money there. Let me put it in their garage, let them deal with it, let them sort it out. And mate, it's just been nothing but a nightmare. They put the exhaust on. 2 days later, exhaust blowing. So I've gone back there, mate, exhaust blowing. All right, sweet, sorted it. Gone back, so yeah, I've left there. 4 days later, exhaust blowing again. I've gone back, you sorted it. gone back, and then I think it was a week later, I've gone back and I was like, mate, this is getting a bit silly now. I'm having to come to you every single week for you to sort out the exhaust because it just starts blowing. So then I took it to another company, got them to have a look at it, and they was like, mate, what they've done is just shoddy work. Luckily enough, because obviously where I took it, they broke my original diffuser and they lost 2 of the brackets, because when I went to the garage with the exhaust, I didn't just go with the exhaust system. So I came there with brand new downpipe, brand new cats, the full catback system, all new rubbers and hangers, all new hardware. So literally they didn't have to find anything. All they had to do was fit it. I gave them everything but the tools to fit it. Yeah. But in the end, they ended up having to give me back half my money back because they just done a shoddy job of it. Oh my God, the diffusers, the prices for just that little bit of plastic. Like, it's silly. Like, I managed to find that as a bargain, yeah? Like, how I paid so cheap for it, I don't know. And it's not even cheap. I paid £140 for it. They normally go for about £250. Even the V6 ones, the matte ones, they go for like £200. It's silly. And that's also something that I've noticed as well with like interior parts in this car. The interior parts are so expensive. Like, bro, who is paying £100 for a cup holder? For a genuine Audi TT cup holder, £100 just to put my cup in. So, bun that, I got myself a nice little 3D printed aftermarket one for £20. Even just the little plastic covers on my aircon, £30 for a switch cover. Each for a little bit of plastic, £30 each. Why are they smoking, brother? So, do you know, yeah, since we're going on to this, we might as well get into the mod. So obviously, got a 225 3-inch catback from Gravity Performance. We have got, I don't know if you can call it a mod, but obviously, like I said, the cup holder. We've also, like, this is probably one of my favorite things on the car, is this car never came with a parcel shelf. I got this parcel shelf from a company called Draw UK, where they do quite a lot of like custom parts for Audi TTs and a few other different makes and models. So he does this parcel shelf. It's I think it's aluminum. I think it's an aluminum parcel shelf. It's like perforated and it has a design in it. So obviously, like you would have seen, I love it because it's aftermarket, but it looks so OEM. It was so easy to fit. What other aftermarket? But I think that's it. Like, considering like customization, I ain't added anything else, because it was like, with this car, it's my daily driver. I wanted it to be reliable. Like, the amount of bits that I've got there that where I could turn this car to 300 brake if I really wanted to, I don't want to do that because I enjoy the reliability of this. And not only that, obviously all the other issues. But I've got a weird thing where when it gets to this time of year, I think one of my pipes behind the dash that go to the heater matrix, or the heater matrix itself, is leaking, because I put the heaters on, it steams up my window, it doesn't clear it. So obviously there's moisture behind there and it's getting heated up and then it's going on my windows, causing complete nightmare. That I need to get rectified. And then, of all things, now the clutch has started slipping. So it don't slip all the time. It's mainly like when I put my foot down in 4th or 5th, but I've got no history on this clutch. For all I know, this clutch could have been in here since the car was built, because obviously I bought it at 92,000 miles. I think I'm at 102, 103,000 miles. So I've put 10k on the car. So yeah, clutch is gonna be on order. Other than that, it's all right. So yeah, if you are looking to buy an Audi TT in 2026 or Mk1, go for it. Try and find a clean one. Don't overpay for it. Like, I reckon around the £2,000 mark, you can find a nice one. Like, I've seen some 225s, 100k miles, around that. It's just when they come up, and it's like, depending on where it is I find that like a lot of people around London and Birmingham, they're going to put them up for about between £3,000 to £4,000. Whereas if you're looking places like Lincolnshire or Leicester and stuff like that, they generally have them for a decent price around like the £2,500 mark. So I definitely look into that. But also, if you are going to buy one, just make sure you've got a bit of money on the side when you need to replace things. At least have like 500 quid spare for if something breaks or something starts going, you've got the means to replace it. Right, now let's find out how she drives. drives. Like, to be honest, it's actually a really nice car to drive. It's quite smooth. I like how short the gear ratios are. Like, launching it with the 4-wheel drive system. Like, I don't know, I think my Haldex needs a service, because it's like sometimes it'll just spin the front wheels and then sometimes it'll just hook and book. But yeah, like I love the seating position in this. Like, what I find a lot of people do complain about is that there's too many blind spots. But I'm 5'10", and where I've got my seat positioned now, it's basically in line to where the B pillar would be. And I have no blind spots. Like, I have never been able to see out of a car so easily like I can this car. Like, I love the seating position. I love how low it is. Like, and I haven't even loaded it. I'm still on stock suspension. And you do feel the bumps, but it's not harsh. It's nice and cushioned. Like, I love the controls. Like, it is a lovely car to drive. Pretty much just handles like a go-kart, in all honesty. Like, it is quite responsive, even though it's only 180 brake. Obviously, it runs a KO3S turbo, so quite responsive. It's raw. Like, I like the steering feel. It's got a nice weight to the steering wheel. Like, it's not too heavy, not too light. I know with the new models, quite a lot of people complain about the steering being too light. In comparison to my GTI, as in what I prefer to drive, stock for stock, we're not talking modified because that's not really a comparison, but stock for stock, I prefer driving this to the GTI. Like, I've got more blind spots in the GTI, especially like with how the cockpit looks in here. Like, considering this is a 20-something-year-old car, like, it doesn't feel like a 20-something-year-old car. It probably feels between that at least maybe about 10 years old, maybe a bit more. Obviously, it hasn't got all the tech in it, but just in the general feel of how the car drives, like, it doesn't feel that old. And obviously, the detail to the interior, it is a timeless, like, with the brushed aluminium fittings and pieces and that. I love it. Like, it's a beautiful looking interior. Like, if you want something that's got that sports car look to it, definitely get an Audi TT, man. Definitely. Like, I was never a big fan of these, and it wasn't until one of my mates got one, I drove it, I was like, you know what, I actually really like this. And then bought my own, and there's no regrets. There's no regrets about buying this car. Like, I'm glad I bought this car, because this thing has been a solid trooper for me for the last year. Obviously, if you're looking at TTs, I would not turn you away, because not only that, these are starting to go up in value. So if you're planning on getting one, I would get one ASAP, because more of them are coming off the road and they're just starting to go up in price. It's a bit biased because I own this car, but who best to ask than someone that has owned the car and enjoyed the car, do you know what I mean? So yeah, if you're definitely thinking of getting one, then go ahead, you will not be disappointed. With driving a 225 and a 180, you can tell the difference in the power, do you know what I mean? You can feel the difference in power, because it's a 45 brake difference. Like, in a small light car like this, you're gonna notice that. Well, I say light, I think these still weigh about 1450 kg. I have to say, I do love this exhaust system, though. It does sound brilliant. Let's see if we can get a little cool. It's not fast, but it's not slow, man. As well, they are good track bases. If you are looking to track one of them, definitely do it. See, yeah, where I'm building the 32 now, it doesn't make sense to make a track car. And not only that, I'm trying to, in terms of modifying, I'm trying to get away from the 180s, man. Like, don't get me wrong, they are a very good, cheap engine to make power with. You know, I hate the sound of them. I'm just gonna come out and say, I hate the sound of them. I think they sound preference in it. Like me, I love the sound of a V6, so it only makes sense to make a VR6 turbo. So, and as a track car, yeah, it just makes sense. I know you guys probably got some questions, i.e. with my other vehicles, as in, where's the GTI, where's the X5, what's going on with the 32, and obviously my bike. So just a quick update at the end of this video for those that want to know. So the GTI, that got stripped probably just after I done the X5 video. The reason being is because, man, when I mean that shell was rusty, that shell was so bad. Like, I literally basically stripped it, scrapped it, and obviously I've kept all my memorabilia from it. I've tried to keep as much of it as possible. I think the only thing that I didn't keep was the interior. Like, obviously I took all like my boost gauges and like stuff that's in there that's personally mine, but as far as like seats, carpet, all that sort of crap, I left that in there. I took my strut brace out, but the whole outside of the car got gutted. Like, I've taken all the bumpers, the doors, the engine, gearbox, subframes, everything. I got everything off that car. Oh, what a day, what a day. Giselle's out here looking rather sorry for herself. This is gonna be the last day of me owning this car, which is so sad because me and this car have had a nice 8.5 year long running, but today is the day. Engine's out, engine and gearbox is out, mainly the main bits out the interior that I want are out. As you can see, pillar pod, all of that's out. Today it's pretty much just removing all the subframe and everything underneath the car. Yeah, this is sad, but just one of those things, isn't it? And then obviously while I was doing that, I found a lot more rust, so that got scrapped. The X5 now, I done that video, I drove it for a month, I sold it. The reason being, it was when I bought that car, originally it wasn't supposed to be a daily, it was supposed to be a tow vehicle, but it ended up being a daily because of the weather, and I weren't really trying to ride my bike in the winter. The reason why I got rid of that so quickly is within 1 month of driving that car, I think I done 1,100 miles. That cost me £650 in fuel. I was putting £50 worth of fuel in that car every 3 days. So I said, nah, out the window, gone. So I sold that, and then that's when I bought this TT. So there's that. The bike is gone. I sold the bike because bike insurance, especially in my area in West London, sorry, like, I'm 32, I've got flipping 5 years no claims on a bike. I've had the bike 3 years, and you want to charge me £4.5 grand to ride my bike? No sir, bye bye, sold, gone, don't make no sense. So yeah, so that's gone. The 32 I've still got. Now I know obviously I was going to be making videos and all that, but it's like, it's hard to make videos when, one, the problem I was having with that car is I need to do some welding on it, and where I've got it stored, as you can see, there's no electricity there. So we have got a solution for that, which will be coming up at the end of this month. I'll be moving it over to its new home where we do have electric, and we can actually get cracking on that car. I have bought a few parts for it. We do have an engine. So we do have an engine, which you'll see on a later video. We've also got a dash and just a couple other little bits and pieces. But yeah, there'll be coming an update on that, and actually getting work done to it, because obviously I've owned that car now for 1.5 years. It's just been sat in the garage for 1.5 years in storage, and I really want to make some headway on that now. It's been sat too long. Like I said, pretty much all I've got now that is drivable is this Audi TT. And don't get me wrong, I love it. It's a nice daily driver, but it is too slow. Going from a 75 horsepower motorbike that weighs less than 200 kg, so the power to weight ratio on that, and then having a 300 brake track GTI that I also use the daily, like 180 brake ain't nothing. Like, it's not slow, but it's not fast. Do you know what I mean? It's that I put my foot down, I'm like, it's all right. You know what I mean? But it doesn't give that adrenaline rush that I need as a petrol head. Like, I'm a speed demon within legal legislation and that. Yeah, wink, wink. But I like the adrenaline rush that you get with these vehicles, and I don't get that with this. So that leads me on to my next thing. Hopefully, right now we're January the 2nd, 2026. Hopefully, end of the month, if everything goes good, fingers crossed, pray for me, pray for me, pray for me. we will be whoa, what was that? We will be getting a new vehicle on the channel. And I know, I always keep doing these new car reveals and all that, but this one, I'm telling you now, this one, I think you guys are gonna like it. Like, it's not brand new, it's not old, it's new to me. But what I've noticed as well is that this is one of my dream cars, and not only that, there's not really that much documented on them. So I'm still in two minds of if I'm just gonna keep it, daily drive it, and just like not modify it like this, or if I'm gonna just go all out with it. But at the same time, I do want to get cracking with the R32, so I don't want to be putting all my money into that car or modifications. But we'll see how it is. If I get bored with it, then no modifications. But if I do generally love the car and feel like it's something I can have for a long time, then yeah, we will be modifying that at some point, and then we'll be going back and forth between that and the 32. And then with this, I don't know what I'll do with this. I don't really want to get rid of it because it is a handy little car. And like, say for argument's sake, if the new car goes in for some work, then obviously I've got something else to drive. But yeah, I think I'm gonna stop the video there because I've been going on. But I hope this video has been helpful for you in regards to the Audi TT. And yeah, like, comment, subscribe. And if there's anything else you want to know, or if there's any questions that I've missed, just hit me in the comments, and I'll try and get to you in the next video. Because I think that's what I'm going to do at the end of each video. If there's comments there, I'm just going to go through the comments and we'll just have a little chit chat. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, all right then. Thanks boys and girls for watching. Peace.